So, question number 5 says, consider the following game of chicken. 2 firms are considering entering the market for fidget spinners. The payoffs from each possible action, enter and not enter, presented in the payoff matrix below. The first payoff in each cell is for twisters. So here, just to look at it, if they both don't enter, then their payoffs is 0 each. If Acme Inc. enters and Twisters doesn't enter, then Acme gets a 1 payoff and Twisters get 0. If Twisters enter and Acme doesn't, Twisters gets a 1 payoff and Acme gets 0, and if they both enter, they both get a negative payoff. If both Acme and Twister make their choices simultaneously, which of the following is true? There is no Nash equilibrium. This game has a single Nash equilibrium. This game has more than one Nash equilibrium. Neither Acme nor Twisters has a strictly dominant strategy. So let's see what our tutor said. Nash equilibrium is a condition in a non-cooperative game in which no player can gain by changing its stance from the Nash equilibrium point. Both D and T are correct. There are 2 Nash equilibriums. Enter, don't enter, and don't enter and enter. In addition, there is also no strictly dominant strategy, which means that no player plays dominantly with one strategy. Therefore, option E is correct, as both C and D are correct. So I agree with that, and let's just look at the options. So there's definitely a Nash equilibrium here, because for Acme Inc., his Nash equilibrium would be enter, and Twisters for not enter, and that would be the same for Twisters. So that takes, because they both get a payoff, some sort of a payoff from those 2 options. So that takes off option A. It also takes up option B, because from what I said, there's 2 Nash equilibriums, one in which Acme enters and Twisters doesn't enter, and the other is when Twisters enters and Acme doesn't enter. So C, there's more than one Nash equilibrium, is correct. And neither Acme Inc. nor Twisters has a strictly dominant strategy. And I agree with that, because strictly dominant strategy means that no matter the outcome, the one player is better off than the other. And that's simply not true, because if his strategy is to if Acme Inc.'s strategy is to enter, if Twisters were to enter, he's worse off. They're both worse off. This is the only, it would only be a strictly dominant strategy is if when he enters, no matter what Twister does, Acme Inc. is always better off. And same thing goes for Twister. Their dominant strategy would only be if when they enter or don't enter, that no matter what Acme chooses, Twister is always going to be better off. So that's not true. So thus E is correct. We're saying both C and D are correct, that there is no strictly dominant strategy and there's more than one Nash equilibrium.